Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 4-8. 15. You must be dreaming. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
91 is the mic. So don't say nothing. 91 is the mic.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Prescott now from the 50. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken short. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Marr now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Right here, right here. You go to 50, and you block over here. Right left. Check that.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. All day.
Now Pirine. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Check 50.
Now a 1st carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Right there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get it together, defense.
A 1st carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And it's 3rd down.
158. Let's go, defense. Our time.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. I got you, son. I got Hey, 88. Look at that.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one. He's got a man. Complete. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's second down.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's go, Heavy, what you got? Hey, wahoo!
Now Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 5-4. Hey, Alpha.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And it's fourth down.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Kill.
Play fake. Here's Prescott looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second and 10 now from the 27. Prescott off play action. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go play action here on first down. That one complete to Elliott. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Push him back. Hey.
Prescott from the gun. Now he'll go deep down the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Well, you think he loved the protection he had there all kinds of time.
And you're so right. How could you not love that? Great protection. The big guys up front really locked in on it. No one gets near the quarterback. He's got all the time in the world to survey the field and deliver for a first down.
Well, the big boys up front, a big reason why they're also winning, too. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. His throw caught at about the 5. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And again, it's Prescott. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. To throw again on second down. Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yeah, let's get set lunch. We're going to 53.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and would you also have to go.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
24 is the mic. Here we go. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Prescott on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return will stop right around the 25. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, chill.
Throwing. Prescott going to throw deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here go 46. Go, get out there. Man, move it. You got to get that.
Play action now. Prescott under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Rashawn Gary in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, 47. 24 is the mic. Yeah. Right. 24 is the mic. You get anything?
Prescott now. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squid kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be taken very short.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly...
And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Equanimous St. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Crosby with the extra point, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Check 31, check 31. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check three, check three.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 33 yards that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 2 now, second and goal.
50 the mic, 50 the mic. And we got to get to the ball.
Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to get a score back. Extra point up and good by Crosby. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Za'Darius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw right side taken in by Gallup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Switch it, hey, kill. 47, 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's Pirine. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Pirine. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Williams. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down, Packers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. There's a party now.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Rodgers now throwing again. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Rodgers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Let's go, D.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Check. 26. 57's the mic. Rock 57. General West. It's serious right here. We got to step it up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 95 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So they've got the football and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On first down, it's Elliott. Elliott at first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got him.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. And this is caught. It's Cooper. 16 yards, a first down. These Cowboys looking good here at AT&T Stadium. Of course, they were really good in this building last year. 7-1 in their 8 games played at home. The only loss was on a Monday night to Tennessee. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. 3 yards is the game. That time, 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Tackles.
Prescott to throw it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. To the air again, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. 4th down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Here we go. Box it. Back up.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes up.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got Fitzgerald. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Rodgers now on 1st down. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.